Have you ever felt a presence in the room that you couldn't quite explain? Have you ever experienced inexplicable phenomena that made you question the nature of reality itself? Well, my friends, you're not alone. In fact, it's possible that someone from the afterlife is trying to contact you right now. In this episode, we will explore the top 10 signs that someone from the afterlife is trying to reach out to you. From unexplained noises to strange occurrences, we will dive deep into the world of the paranormal and uncover the secrets that lie beyond the veil. But why should you watch this episode, you may ask? Well, here are 3 reasons why you absolutely cannot afford to miss out on this information. You will learn how to recognize the signs that a loved one who has passed on is trying to reach out to you. This knowledge can bring comfort and closure to those who are grieving. You will gain a deeper understanding of the afterlife and the mysterious forces that govern it. This knowledge will broaden your perspective on life and death, and may even help you come to terms with your own mortality. You will be equipped with the tools you need to communicate with those who have crossed over. This knowledge can be life-changing, as it allows you to connect with loved ones in ways you never thought possible. So, my friends, the choice is yours. Will you continue to live in the dark, ignorant of the signs that someone from the afterlife is trying to contact you? Or will you join us on this journey of discovery and unlock the secrets of the beyond? Sign 1. Unexplained noises. Unexplained noises are one of the most common signs that the veil between the living and the dead is thinning. It's not uncommon to hear knocks, taps, or even full-blown conversations that seem to be coming from nowhere. Many people have reported hearing the sound of someone they've lost calling out their name, as if trying to get their attention from beyond the grave. But why do these noises occur? Some believe that spirits are attempting to communicate with us using the only method they have available to them, sound. Others suggest that these noises are a side effect of the energy required for spirits to make contact with our world. Regardless of the reason, there's no denying that unexplained noises can be a powerful sign of contact from the afterlife. Sign 2. Electrical interference. Electrical interference occurs when a spirit attempts to manipulate the energy around us to make contact. It's not uncommon for lights to flicker or dim, or for electronic devices to turn on or off seemingly at random. Some people have even reported receiving phone calls or messages from a loved one who has passed on, even though their phone was turned off or disconnected. Some believe that spirits are attempting to use the energy around us to make contact because it's the most accessible way for them to communicate. Others suggest that these disturbances in electrical energy are a side effect of a spirit's attempt to cross over into our world. Sign 3. Sudden temperature changes. Have you ever felt a sudden drop in temperature or a chill, even when the room is well heated? If so, you may be experiencing a sign from the afterlife. In fact, sudden temperature changes are often seen as a way for spirits to make contact with the living. Many people who have lost a loved one report feeling a sudden chill or a sense of coldness in a room, even when the temperature is normal. Some even report feeling as if someone has walked through them, leaving a trail of cold air in their wake. Some believe that spirits are attempting to use their energy to manipulate the temperature around us as a way to make their presence known. Others suggest that the sudden drop in temperature is a side effect of a spirit's attempt to cross over into our world. Sign 4. Movement of objects. The movement of objects is often seen as a powerful way for spirits to make contact with the living. Many people who have lost a loved one report experiencing objects moving on their own, as if the spirit of their loved one is attempting to make contact. Some believe that spirits are able to manipulate the energy around us to move objects as a way to get our attention. Others suggest that these movements are a side effect of a spirit's attempt to cross over into our world. Sign 5. Apparitions or shadows. Have you ever caught a glimpse of an apparition or shadow out of the corner of your eye, only for it to disappear when you turn to look? If so, you may be experiencing a sign from the afterlife. Apparitions or shadows are often seen as one of the most powerful and direct ways for spirits to make contact with the living. Many people who have lost a loved one report seeing apparitions or shadows that they believe to be the spirit of their loved one. Some believe that spirits are able to manifest themselves visually in a way to make their presence known to us. Others suggest that the appearance of an apparition or shadow is a side effect of a spirit's attempt to cross over into our world. Sign 6. Dreams and visions. Have you ever had a dream that felt so vivid and real that it stayed with you long after you woke up? Or perhaps you've had a vision that felt like it was more than just a random thought or daydream. If so, you may be experiencing a sign from the afterlife. Dreams and visions are often seen as powerful ways for spirits to make contact with the living. Many people who have lost a loved one report having dreams or visions that they believe to be a message from their loved one in the afterlife. Some believe that spirits are able to communicate with us through our dreams and visions, using the subconscious as a way to connect with us. Others suggest that these experiences are a direct result of a spirit's attempt to make contact with us, using our heightened senses and emotions as a way to get our attention. Sign 7. Strange sensations. Have you ever experienced a strange sensation that you just couldn't explain? Maybe you felt a sudden chill in the air or a tingling sensation on the back of your neck. Perhaps you heard a sound that no one else seemed to hear or felt a presence in the room that you couldn't quite see. These strange sensations can be a sign that someone from the afterlife is trying to contact you. When a loved one passes away, they may want to reach out and let you know that they're still with you, watching over you, and guiding you on your journey. One of the most common ways that the deceased communicate with the living is through sensations. They may use physical sensations to let you know that they're there, such as touching your arm or brushing against your cheek. They may also use emotional sensations to let you know that they're thinking of you, such as feelings of love, comfort, or peace. Sign 8. Smells and scents. Smells and scents are powerful triggers for memories and emotions. It's not uncommon for the scent of a certain perfume or food to remind us of a specific person or moment in time. But when these scents appear out of nowhere and are associated with a loved one who has passed away, it's a strong indication that they are trying to make contact. If you've experienced this phenomenon, it's important to pay attention to the timing and circumstances surrounding the scent. Is it a familiar scent that reminds you of your loved one? Or is it a scent that you've never smelled before? Is it a one-time occurrence, or does it happen frequently? These details can provide clues as to why and how your loved one is trying to reach out to you. Sign 9. Signs and symbols. Signs and symbols are one of the most common ways that the afterlife communicates with the living. These could be anything from recurring numbers to objects that have special significance to you or your loved one who has passed away. Pay attention to the signs and symbols around you, as they could hold important messages from the other side. For example, have you ever noticed that the same number keeps appearing everywhere you look? This could be a sign that someone in the afterlife is trying to communicate with you. Perhaps it's the birthday of a loved one who has passed away, or a special date that held significance for the two of you. These numbers could be a way of letting you know that your loved one is still with you in spirit. Sign 10. Communication through technology. With the advances in technology today, it has become easier for spirits to communicate with the living through electronic devices. It may seem far-fetched, but there are numerous reports of people receiving phone calls or text messages from deceased loved ones. You might also experience strange behavior from your electronic devices, such as lights flickering on and off, or your TV turning on by itself. These could be attempts from spirits to get your attention and let you know that they are trying to communicate with you. In some cases, spirits may even use social media platforms to communicate with the living. They may send you messages through your Facebook or Instagram accounts, or leave comments on your posts that seem to come from nowhere. The signs that someone from the afterlife wants to contact you are powerful and can bring comfort and closure to those who have lost a loved one. From unexplained noises and electrical interference to sudden temperature changes, movement of objects, apparitions or shadows, and dreams and visions, these signs can be powerful ways for spirits to make contact with the living. If you have experienced any of these signs, it's important to pay attention and listen closely, as there may be a message or a meaning behind them. By keeping an open mind and heart, you may be able to receive a message that brings you peace and understanding in your journey of grief and healing.